Welcome back to Midday Live. We are joined in the kitchen now by dietitian and author of Eat to Sleep and the Everything Diet Meal Prep Cookbook, Karmen Meyer. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Kelly. I'm honored to be here.
Yes, and I am so excited about what we're making today and just to learn more about the DASH diet that you were telling me a little bit about. So I can't wait for our viewers to hear about that. And so, yes, where do we get started? First of all, I know where we get started. What are we making?
We are going to make my strawberry cornbread muffins. They're really, to me, they taste like a treat. I mean, I even made it kind of look like a cupcake today, but I do want to share with people, if they're not familiar with DASH diet, DASH stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. So it's known for helping to lower blood pressure, and it's even backed by science. Studies have shown that people who start the DASH diet, even after 2 weeks, you can see improvements in your blood pressure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that is the power that food has. The other great thing is it's not, a typical diet in that it's not restrictive. We don't have to cut out like an entire food group or cut calories. The focus is really on adding in more fruits and vegetables, our whole grains like we're going to do today, dairy, and then our lean proteins, chicken, seafood, lean beef and pork, beans, nuts and seeds. Those are all really great things that we should have on our plate.
Okay, and that all sounds delicious. Yeah. And now your cookbook here, the DASH diet. Okay, it's DASH is in the name. Yes. Okay, that's perfect. I'm going to get that. I'm going to order it off your website for sure because I need to learn more about how to keep the blood pressure down.
50% of Americans have high blood pressure, so you are not alone in that. And this recipe is so easy. So I mentioned the whole grains. We have whole wheat flour to add that extra fiber.
Okay.
Super important. We are adding sugar, so this is a sweeter cornbread, but you could even actually probably cut the sugar if you prefer a less sweet cornbread. And then, of course, we have our cornmeal. We got to have that. And then this is a really unique ingredient. I mean, baking powder is not unique, but this is reduced sodium, which, most people may not know is out there. Honestly, I didn't know.
I didn't.
Yeah.
And that's good to know, especially when baking seasons come around.
Oh,
we've got another big one, Easter, so there'll be a lot of baking then.
Yeah.
And so why not just cut back on that sodium a little bit?
It's just like an easy way to cut back in a way that you aren't even going to notice, really. We're just whisking that together, and then we'll add in all of our wet ingredients. We have these wonderful strawberries, and if you'll add the milk, we get a cup of milk, which also adds some potassium and magnesium and calcium, all also equally important for heart health.
Okay, you ready for the rest of this?
Yep, that's just our canola oil, and then we have some vanilla.
Now, why canola oil over like vegetable oil? Is there a difference?
Honestly,
really?
You could use the vegetable oil here too. Avocado oil.
Okay.
I wouldn't do olive oil. It might have too much of a different flavor. So a lot of those are
preference.
Good, heart healthy oils. So I'm just gonna make sure that gets well mixed together, and then we'll scoop it into our muffin pan.
Okay, and this is whole wheat flour, is that right?
Correct.
Okay, and I found, because I try to, do healthier things with my recipes, and I've always found, using whole wheat flour, it doesn't really give it a different taste rather than, compared to the white flour.
It really doesn't.
And it's better for you.
Yeah, and especially when you can even do maybe half the amount of flour in a regular recipe. So, if it calls for a cup of flour, do half whole wheat, half white. That way you're still getting some good nutritional benefits, but you're not maybe sacrificing some of the texture.
Right.
Yeah, but.
So how long do we put this in the microwave? No, we don't microwave this. First of all, it's in metal, so do not do that. In the oven.
So we have our oven preheated to 375, and they'll bake for 20 minutes. And you can see that I got a little more decorative today. This is actually just strawberry Greek yogurt. Just something a little fun. Like I said, it makes it almost like a cupcake. They really are a treat.
Absolutely. I love that because I was thinking it was icing. So now that you put yogurt on it, I like it even more because it's healthy.
Yeah, that Greek yogurt has a little more protein than regular yogurt. So that's just another added nutritional benefit. It's all about making those really small changes throughout our day.
Yes.
It's not, this big overhaul to our diet that we have to do in order to see benefits. And that, again, great thing about the DASH diet meal plan, it improves the heart health. Sleep is another important thing. I love talking about sleep and how nutrition plays a part of that, but sleep is so important for our heart health and lowering that blood pressure at night. So if we're not getting great sleep, our blood pressure might be staying a little bit elevated.
I believe that for sure. All right, well, we're going to pop this in the oven, and when we come back, we're going to get a bite of those yummy muffins over there. We'll be right back. That's right. Absolutely. All right, we've done a little cooking, baking with Karmen Meyer. And Karmen, as I'm dishing this out, tell me a little bit about what we've done here.
All right, so very simple recipe. We just had a few dry ingredients. We added those strawberries for a little extra potassium, which is good for our heart. We used a low sodium baking powder, those whole grains, just whole wheat flour, mixed with our cornmeal, baked them for 20 minutes. And then, option to add maybe a little bit of Greek strawberry yogurt for something, just something fun. It makes it look like a cupcake.
Very nice of you to give us the yogurt. Me and her, Kelly.
Oh, sure. This looks amazing. And so your DASH diet meal prep cookbook, tell me a little bit about that and how we can order it.
So it is available wherever you can purchase books, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, local bookstores. And I have the DASH diet meal prep cookbook, which is focused on that heart health, how do we lower blood pressure through our diet, and also my Eat to Sleep book, which is more of a nutrition guide that covers 50 foods for better sleep. But heart health fits into that. Sleep is so important for all areas of health, honestly. It is the foundation of good health. And so, that has some recipes in there too.
All right. Now, where did you learn this recipe in particular?
Well, I grew up eating cornbread, sweet cornbread.
Right.
I'm from Indiana, and I love to just make little changes to my baking recipes, like I said, adding those whole grains, maybe lowering the fat content a little bit, and then fruit is just a great way to add flavor, and that's really the most important thing with any of my recipes. Like, it has to taste good first, because if it doesn't taste good, who wants to eat that? So flavor first. Nutrition is there, and as I said earlier, those small changes really can lead to big results. So one day at a time, one meal at a time, where we make those little tiny nutrition changes and hopefully feel better.
Right, and it's not so scary thinking, I have to change everything I eat right now or it's not going to help. I like the baby steps, just one thing at a time, and then you'll get there.
Yes, you will.
All right.
Yeah, that is delicious. That is really good.
This is gone. I'm talking too much, but I'm like, man, this with a big glass of milk, this is so good. And kids will love it too. And it's got the whole wheat flour and, and the good strawberries. And
it's actually in my breakfast section of my cookbook, which might surprise some people. You can enjoy something like that for breakfast. Like you said, maybe a glass of milk for some more protein, have an egg, whatever feels good. We do want to have enough protein with this, but it can be part of a healthy, balanced breakfast. Great way to start the day.
Absolutely.
It makes me feel better about myself too, knowing I got a little something good to eat and a little something healthier on the healthier side.
Yes.
Always a good time. Well, if you are a cooking aficionado of any sort and you would like to come on to our show, come on to Midday Live, cook us up a little something, feel free to send us an email at WBKO guests and we will be able to help you out. So, all right, Karmen, thank you so much, and
Karmen
thank you
Meyer
all for tuning
on Facebook.
in. Yep, and we'll see you later.